Are imperialism and colonialism good? If so, should they be brought back? Should Catholic nations participate in them?
Well, first, you're presuming they ever left. I mean, what language were you speaking?
English?
Not some Indian dialect?
No.
Well, what kind of clothes are you wearing?
I'm wearing a suit?
Yeah, Western style.
Western style?
How about your seat? Are you sitting in the mud?
I'm not sitting in the mud.
Well, if you were sitting in the mud around the fire with war paint on, you'd be free of colonialism.
Okay.
If you avoided using any Western medicines, you'd be free of colonialism. Colonialism stole yellow fever from Panama.
What does that mean? It cured yellow fever from Panama?
Took it away! Yellow fever was the right of the Panamanians, and Western medicine deprived them of that right.
Was colonialism required in order to achieve these things?
Sure. People don't make changes like that in their everyday life unless they're made to.
Okay.
I mean, the truth of the matter is that imperialism and colonialism between them extended the European world across the globe.
Resource and human exploitation. I mean, you like exploiting resources? You like exploiting people?
I've been exploited my whole life. What do you think my taxes are?
Oh, so now it's time to give some payback.
No, it's just the way it is. You always have the rulers and the ruled. The question is, what are the rulers like, and what do they do with their subjects? Do they give them anything in return for milking them? I know what my masters have given me.
Freedom.
Abortion, gay marriage. So I'd like to give them some of their own back.
Okay.
Well, it's true. I mean, the sad truth of the matter is that we are ruled by people who are as exploitative as any group that have ever lived. I mean, take, for example, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I recently wrote a piece describing UN peacekeeping.
Uh-huh.
Now, you know, the United Nations intervened in various failed states. Since the end of the Cold War, it usually works, sometimes it doesn't. But in addition to ending the conflict, if they can, they also come in to bring values.
Yeah.
Now, those values are LGBTQ equality or dominance. They are women's issues. They are just all sorts of things that excite Westerners, especially their Western ownership. And this stuff is pushed both on the third world peacekeepers themselves and on the populations that they're dealing with, secularism and all that, which is very often not only alien but disgusting to the people involved. Well, what was the very first peacekeeping mission, multinational peacekeeping mission ever? It was the Crusades. When I say that, people say, oh, well, they were imposing their religion. Yes, like our masters do. Because every rulership imposes its faith. The question is, do you share your master's religion?
I see.
When President Obama's mouth opened, and out came a shellacking of the president of Kenya for a lack of LGBTQ rights in his country and a threat to cut off aid.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That was humanitarian. Humanitarian efforts. Look at, they're just trying to promote contraception to save lives. I mean, do you want people to get AIDS?
They're just imposing their power on their subjects. They are colonial, they're imperialist. It's a question not of shall we have it, but what are they going to give us? It's like, don't you think it's terrible to have a society with a class structure? Every society has a class structure. show me the nature of those classes, the ones at the top, particularly. Don't ask me, is imperialism or colonialism good? You're always going to have it. Ask me, what are they bringing their subjects? What are they bringing their newborn Southern peoples? You know, if you stop and think about it, the United Nations has in a lot of ways inherited the self-proclaimed mission of the 19th century imperial powers. Think about this for a second.
Okay.
Kipling wrote a poem, "Take up the white man's burden, send forth the best ye breed. Go bind your sons in exile to serve your captives' need. To wait in heavy harness, unfooted folk and wild, your new-caught Southern peoples, half devil and half child. Take up the white man's burden, the savage wars of peace. Fill full the mouth of famine, and bid the sickness cease." Now change white man to UN, and that's the only line you have to change.
Wow.
Yeah. So to answer the question, imperialism and colonialism are merely facts of life. I know, reality. Or go to your happy place. Go to your happy place. You see your happy place?
Yeah.
Are you safe?
Yeah.
Is there Play-Doh?
Yes.
Do you see the little animals, the stuffed animals all around the bed and everything? Is there a glass of chocolate milk? Okay, sip that chocolate milk down. You tasting it? Is it good? All right.
Yeah.
Now, are you happy again?
Yeah.
All right. Take the door, open it up, come back out and join us.
Okay.
Isn't that better?
Yeah.
See, it works. So, do I think the colonialism or imperialism of the Spanish, French, British, Dutch, Portuguese during the periods we call a period of exploration of the so-called 19th century period of colonialism, do I think those are beneficial? It's a different question. But the answer would be, since everything you have of any material benefit comes from that, and for an awful lot of the world, everything you've got of any spiritual benefit comes from that also. Yeah. For everyone who would otherwise be rolling in the dirt, eating grubs, and playing to the god Gitchy Gumi, it was good for you. You personally. Yeah, you benefited.